And you guys can see as the numbers get bigger, the trees are going to get bigger. Last little bit there, and when you start to see the shelter and the dust, then you'll know you're getting close to lunchtime. Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you guys is, what kind of wildlife do you think would live down in the water here? What's the pattern? There is moss on it for sure. What about how the branches are growing? Do they just grow out everywhere and anywhere, or is there a pattern to how they're growing? Yeah, there you go. And your job is to count 2 trees for question 1. It says, how old are the trees in this young forest? There are 2 blank lines. You're going to count 2 trees. Then you're going to move down to question 2. Can you count in another language? When we harvest trees, guys, do you think that we should have like a certain number that we can harvest and then say that's all we can harvest because we have to keep growing more than we take away? Yeah, that's called sustainable forestry. Now, what happens after we harvest in a field? What's the next thing we have to do to make sure it's always sustainable?
Plant more.
Yeah. There you go. Good job, guys. We have to replant. On that little Douglas fir to figure out how old it was. But what about if we get into a mature forest like that Douglas fir? Can you guys count the whorls on that one for me and tell me how old it is?
Oh boy.
No way. When we have a mature Douglas fir tree, or any tree really like that, we use a forester's tool instead of counting whorls. You guys see this drill bit? It has a hollow core in there. So we're going to use this hand drill to drill into a tree, and we're going to pretend this is a live tree. Each take turns turning it to get it to drill into the tree, and then I'll bring out that core sample and you guys will take it back to school to count the rings and figure out just how old this tree is. Right now we're going to make a guess. We have a place on our passport on the top of page 5 to write an age estimate. The crops that we're planting right now are not for us. They're not even going to be ready when we work for Fort Blakely. They are for the grandchildren of the family owners. So years and years from now. How old will you guys be when these trees are ready for harvest? So that's a long time. You guys will probably be grandparents by the time this forest is ready to harvest, right?